Dear students, welcome to the class. In the previous class, we are already discussed about natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, and the real numbers. On the basis of that, in this number system, today's class we are going to solve the first exercise 1.1. The first main is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equals 0? I am already told that 0 is a rational number because it is in the group of whole numbers. The integers containing 0, then all integers are in the real rational numbers. So 0 is a rational number, and we can write in the form of p by q also. See here, is 0 is a rational number? For that question my answer is yes. After that we have to write it in the form of p by q, no? So it can be written in the form of p by q. For example, 0, 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3. Here numerator in the 0 is in the form of p and the 1 is in the form of q. It is in the form of p by q. That means fraction. Here 0 by 2 also in the form of p by q. 0 by 3 is also in the form of p by q. 0 by 1 its value is 0. 0 by 2 its value is 0. 0 by anything we will get 0 only. So 0 can be written in the form of fraction. That means it written in the form of p by q. Are all rational numbers where p and q are integers and q not equal 0. Here denominator is not 0. That means this 0 can be written in the form of p by q. Do you understand this? Yes. We are going to move on. Next question. See here. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. We can write countable numbers. We can write many numbers between two numbers. So on the basis of that, they are asking to write 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. See, we are having 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4. On the basis of the scale, you are having scale, no? In that scale between 3 and 4 we are having 10 millilines. That means we are getting 10 numbers there only. So on the basis of that, I am going to write 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4 are 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6 are in decimal form. This is in decimal form, but they are asked for rational numbers. This is the easy way. First we can write the decimal form. After that we can convert decimal into fraction. In between 3 and 4 we are having 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. After that we will get 4. We need only 6, no? That's why I am writing up to 3.6 here. These are in the form of decimal form. Now I am going to convert this decimal form into fraction form. See here, 3.1. After the point we are having one digit, so I am putting 0 for the denominator. That means after the point 1 number we are putting 1 0. After the point 2 numbers means we are putting 2 zeros in the denominator. So that means for 3.1 it becomes 31 by 10. If we divide 31 from 10 we will get 3.1 only. So on the basis of this, 3.2 can be written as 32 by 10. 3.3 can be written as 33 by 10. 3.4, here after that point we are having only one number, so I can write 34 by 10, 35 by 10, also 36 by 10. This is the fractional form or rational numbers between 3 and 4. Do you understand this? Take next one. In the same way you have to find 5 rational numbers between 8 and 10. You can write any 5 rational numbers between 8 and 10. And take one more question. Find 6 rational numbers between 17 and 20. You have to do these two problems on the basis of this what we have done for the 3 and 4. For the same 3 and 4 what we had done, you have to do for this 8 and 10 and also for the 17 and 20. Can you do this? Yes. We will move on to next question. See, find 5 rational numbers between rational numbers only. That means they are given 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. In the previous question they are given 3 and 4. That 3 and 4 are natural numbers, or we can say that whole numbers, or we can say that integers. But here they are given rational numbers. 3 by 5 is a rational number and 4 by 5 is also a rational number. We have to find the rational numbers between rational numbers. In the previous we have to find the rational numbers between the integers, but here we have to find the rational numbers in between the rational numbers only. So in the same pattern I am going to solve the problem here also. So I am converting 3 by 5 into decimal form and also 4 by 5 into decimal form. This is the best way. By converting these numbers into decimals, I am getting 3 by 5 means we have to divide 3 from 5. I am getting 0.6 is the decimal form, and after that 4 by 5 I have to divide 4 by 5. I am getting 0.8. Now I am going to write 5 rational numbers on the basis of this. Firstly I am going to write 5 decimal numbers in between 0.6 and 0.8. Those decimal numbers are, see here, 5 decimal numbers between 0.6 and 0.8 are 0.61. After that 0.6, 0.61, 0.62, 0.63, 0.64, 0.65. These 5 numbers are the decimal numbers between 0.6 and 0.8. So I am going to convert these decimal numbers into fractional form. In the previous, after the point only one number we are having, so we did 3.1 into converted into 31 by 10. But here see a 0 point. After the point we are having two numbers, so we have to put 2 zeros. That means denominator becomes 100. Here also two numbers, denominator becomes 100. So on the basis of this, see here, it converted into 6 1. It becomes 61. So after the point we are having two numbers, so denominator becomes 100. If after the decimal we are having one number, means denominator is 10 only. After the decimal we are having two numbers, means we are getting decimal, and that means denominator is 100. 0.62 is converted into 62 by 100. 0.63 converted into 63 by 100. 0.64 converted into 64 by 100. 0.65 converted into 65 by 100. These 5 numbers, 61 by 100, 62 by 100, 63 by 100, 64 by 100 and 65 by 100 are lies between these 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Do you get it? Do you understand this? Yes. Move on to, in the basis of this you have to do these two problems. We are having 3 problems here. Find the 5 rational numbers between these 3 problems, 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. Firstly you have to convert this fraction into decimal form. After that you can write 5 decimal numbers. After that you can convert those decimal numbers into rational numbers. This is the method you have to follow. Write these 3 questions and you have to try, or you have to solve these 3 questions on the basis of what we have done here. Did you finished? Yes. We are going to move on. Next question. 4th question is there. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answers. They are given one statement. We have to check whether it is true or false. After that we have to say what is the reason for is it true or is it false. They are given 3 questions here. See, every natural number is a whole number? This is the first question. Every integer is a whole number. This is the second question. Every rational number is a whole number. This is the third one. See, for the first one I am going to solve now. Every natural number is a whole number. Is this true or false? Yes, this is true, because every natural numbers are in the group of whole number including 0. In whole number group, every natural numbers are there. So the first statement is true, because as whole number is the collection of natural numbers and 0. That means all natural numbers are lies in whole number. Isn't it? Okay. Next, we are going to do second question. What is this second question? Every integer is a whole number, they are telling. Is that right? No, because in integer group we are having negative natural numbers also, but in whole number group we are only having positive natural numbers and 0. So on the basis of this, the second statement is no, false. See here, false, because negative integers are not whole numbers. In integers group we are having negative integers, but in the whole numbers group we are having only positive natural numbers and 0. On the basis of this, second one statement is false. Yes, move on to third statement. Every rational number is a whole number. They are given question that every rational number is a whole number. Is this possible? No, this is also false statement, because in the whole number group again we are having only natural numbers and 0, but in the rational form, rational numbers, we are having fraction form, and also we are having negative fractions also. In rational numbers we are having negative fractions, negative natural numbers, but in the whole number group we are having only positive numbers and 0. So the third statement is also false. See here, false, because rational numbers like 3 by 5, 2 by 3, 7 by 9 are not the whole numbers. Whole numbers means 0, 1, 2, 3. They are only the whole numbers, 1, 2, 3, etc. They are in the form of natural numbers and included 0. But 3 by 5, 2 by 3, 7 by 5, 7 by 9 are in the form of rational numbers. So these rational numbers are not in the whole numbers group. So every rational number is a whole number. This statement is also false. Do you understand this? Yes, students. I am going to end this class here. We will continue in the next class.